acid-blooded apex predators who lay eggs inside their victims that eat the way out. Sounds like complete sci-fi, but it is in fact scarily real. Let's start with the alien xenomorphs themselves. These apex predators lay their eggs inside an organism, it then eats its way and bursts out of their chests. And parasitoid wasps do exactly this. They lay their eggs inside a host and the larvae then eat their way out from the inside, often avoiding vital organs to keep their host alive longer. When ready, the larvae burst out from the organism, emerging as an adult. The emerald cockroach wasp even takes it one step further and takes over the mind of their cockroach hosts, paralyzing them, dragging them back to their pit of death, and then laying their eggs. I mean, what the? Functionally, these are the same as alien xenomorphs. They are highly adapted, savage predators that lay their eggs inside an organism which then bursts out. The cockroach is you, fat, slow and defenseless. All just happens on a much smaller scale than in the Alien franchise. Acid blood? Also kind of real. The fact it's their blood though is pretty much biochemically impossible. It would damage their tissues, it would struggle to complete its normal function as blood. However, localized secretions of acid or caustic chemicals, completely real. A weird one is hippos. They actually release a substance called hipposudoric acid from their skin, which acts as a sunblock and gives them their pinkish color. Insane alien apex predators spraying you with sun cream though? Sounds far less scary. There are also some insects which release these types of chemicals from their body, and one example is the bombardier beetle, which has two chemical chambers inside its body. When threatened, it mixes the two chemicals together, which triggers a violent exothermic reaction with the substance reaching up to 100 degrees Celsius. And it then sprays these boiling chemicals at predators. And lots of ants use formic acid as a chemical defense against other ants or predators. So acid blood, not real. Acidic defenses, 100% real. Believe it or not, the least realistic part of the alien xenomorphs is how quickly they grow. The only organisms which come even close to that speed of growth are plants. Bamboo is one of the fastest growing organisms on the planet, growing up to 1 meter a day under ideal conditions. Or Wolffia, known as duckweed, can double its biomass in 16 to 48 hours. And the fastest growing animal on the planet is this little guy called a salp. They reach their mature state in just 48 hours and they can add 10% of their body mass every hour. And weirdly, the fastest growing animal tissue is antler tissue, growing up to 2.5 centimeters per day. So realistically, none of these even come close to the growth of the alien xenomorphs. If instead they were some sort of weird plant hybrid, then maybe. But again, a giant alien leaf running around after you doesn't quite sound as scary. But if it was like the duckweed and there was a giant alien duck running after you, that actually might be scarier. Now in Alien Earth, there are these flies which eat metal and spew digestive enzymes onto their victims to digest them on the outside. And again, this is scarily real. The closest thing to eating metal comes from bacteria. The species Schwellnella odianensis interact with metal ions chemically as part of their metabolism, so it's not really eating it. And some bacteria do interact with, dissolve, or chemically alter metals, but none of them eat it. Metals aren't rich in the elements needed for life on Earth, like carbon, nitrogen, and hydrogen, so there is no point eating it. But spitting out digestive juices and dissolving things alive, brutally true and actually quite common. Spiders inject their prey with digestive enzymes, which then start to digest them from the inside, and they would still be alive at this point. Their insides turn into literal mush, which the spider then slurps out like some sort of weird meaty milkshake. And flies do exactly what is shown in Alien Earth. They spit digestive enzymes onto the things they're going to eat because they can't chew. They then slurp up that nutrient juice off of their food, just like is shown in the show. Don't forget to subscribe and join the beardlings. And then this one I feel is just worth mentioning. Starfish can turn their stomach inside out, wrap it around their prey, and again start to digest it alive. They then will drag it back in once it's finished. I would honestly say that is scarier than what is shown in the Alien films. And the last one, again from Alien Earth, is the mind-controlling walking eye, which gets inside a sheep and just starts messing with everything. It's absolutely brilliant. This is again strangely plausible. Mind-controlling parasites do exist. It's not quite full mind control, more like forced behaviours and manipulation. One of the most common examples is Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, the zombie ant fungus, which is basically the Last of Us fungus. It zombifies the ant, forces it to climb up to a very specific height where it hangs until it dies. It's hoping to spray down viral matter and infect more hosts. Even humans can be somewhat controlled by the rabies virus. It makes them act far more aggressively and makes them far more likely to bite someone. Again, sort of being zombified and sort of being mind controlled. Bursting out of chests, check. Acid blood, sort of. Mind control, sort of. Insane growth, not really. So Alien really wasn't trying to be real, but my god, it came scarily close.